last episode, all of our heroes escaped. Not all of our heroes we got to see, but all of our heroes did escape their relative prisons that they were kept in up and down the country. And they all made their way back to Sanctuary. And that is where we begin. Episode 10. You all wake up in Sanctuary. The day after you all escaped Medic's. You've all been given board. Those of you who don't already live in Sanctuary. Those of you who do, you probably went back to your own home. Although you were welcome to stay in the bunks. Yes, because there was a lot of guests last night. Our prisons were evacuated. Not everyone from the prisons evacuated alive. Mainly one prison was dead people. The other prisons, the escape attempts went very well. Kinetics were not aware that anything was going wrong before they were escaped. Scoon, you remember, successfully escaping with many hundreds of people.
Oh, sure, yeah, I remember.
Yeah. You had a very pleasant escape. There was no casualties. The guards were arrested by very well-trained mutants who didn't kill them, but they have now arrested them. You had what we would say was a very pleasant stay in prison and escape.
Yeah.
The rest of you, however, who was part of the prison riots,
We're all suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder.
yeah, you all witnessed a lot in that prison escape. That's yeah. But you all awake, and find a note on your bedside tables. Igni, yours is left with your mother, who hands it to you as you come down for breakfast.
Thank you.
And it's all a message from Alex, telling you to meet him at the central offices at 9 a.m. sharp.
How is it now?
It is currently around 8 o'clock-ish.
Then I'm still asleep.
You wake up casually around this time. There's time for any of you who want to maybe explore Sanctuary, or otherwise I will shoot you all, make your way where the letter tells. Does anyone want to do anything?
I have a question.
Yeah.
So, I don't think we touched upon it at the end of last session, but I have had that wire on my wings, and somebody was going to look at it after
That wire has been
the
removed.
conversation. It has been removed. Okay, cool. Happy days.
Purely on the rules of Mutants and Masterminds, so every episode is fresh. But yes, you would, even without that, you would have been freed.
Live by the rules.
But yeah, you all make your way down the central pit, and you get to the bottom, and you're directed to building off to the side of the main hall. And you all get led into a meeting room. And it's just 5 that turn up. And a lovely little meeting room. Some food laid out on a little table behind this main seating table. Coffee machine. Fridge full of drinks. One by one, you all...
Is there a table and we are all sat around? Is that the...
Yeah. There's like a big meeting table in the middle.
Grab a coffee, sit down, look across at the new guy, try and size him up. What does he look like?
Which new guy do you mean?
Well, there's only one new guy here, mate.
Oh, I don't know if you talk to me. I've played more now, so...
Yeah, that's fine. It's the first time you've met Gunn, so do you want to describe yourself?
Well, you just see a 25-year-old kid floating above the chairs and everything. And when he's trying to get a drink, you just see a drink floating towards him.
No. So just floating above the seat.
Yeah. I rarely touch the ground.
Oh. What's the deal with that then?
I know a little trick called telekinesis.
Oh.
What?
Its gravity's broken.
No, I just
Right.
wondered if it was like that whole don't want to touch the toilet seat kind of thing.
And I'm guessing it helps for those situations.
It does. I make it real splashy.
Nice.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, push the Cocoa Pops away.
I'm gonna go sit over next to Pangolin.
Why?
Sat there for about 10 minutes. And doors open up. And in walks Alex. Wearing
coat's he wearing
a
today?
long... I knew this was good. He's wearing a long red leather coat.
And the red one today.
Red.
Should have worn a shorter coat. You would have been
That's
faster.
That's a bold colour.
statement. Yeah, you're making there.
Oh, red is supposed to impress. Who are you impressing today?
I'm very impressive.
Not impressing anyone. I just thought if you're going to mention a coat,
Say that again.
I'll try something else.
Right, but if you'd worn a shorter coat, you wouldn't have been 10 minutes late.
I'm not 10 minutes.
You
How
said
do you
meet her
like
at
that?
9.
I didn't anticipate you all arriving. So the actual meeting 10 past 9, but
So
wanted you all
you
to be
came
here.
10 minutes late.
No,
Sure,
I
we've
came
had
with-
this. We've had this predicament before. Did you not learn from last time? We got the last meeting. I think
I
we
have
got
learned
that
that no
early.
matter what I do, I will end up with stupid questions thrown at me the moment I walk through the door.
Yeah,
Have your coat.
you get annoyed.
And
should
it's
learn-
rude to be late. I mean, all the voices in my head say you have to be on time, so I'm on time.
Alex, you should just get like a normal like brown leather jacket, and we probably won't comment on it.
You all see Alex put his hand into his coat and pull out a little whiskey flask and
Pull out
take
a
a little
coat.
sip and put it back in.
It's driven to drink. Yeah.
How do you want to
Breakfast
job?
of the champions.
Right, shall we get on with it? We've got lots to discuss.
And every coat.
No.
I think it'd suit me.
You get
I
a
think
coat
it
that
would
looks like your coat, but in Pangolin's size.
Have you got any?
Yes.
Probably.
Then yes, you
You?
can buy a coat.
Excellent. I'd get up and walk towards the door.
No, sit down,
Pangolin,
Pangolin. Not yet. Stop you, man.
Buy a coat later. We have more
Right.
important things to discuss. And
Right. Right.
right, from the intel
Right.
that you've gathered, we have 2 days.
Well,
No pressure.
okay.
So, we need a plan. First thing I'm going to get you to do is I want you to go and meet with a recently quitted Kinetics member. He may have something for you.
Did he quit
Maybe
on
it was-
good or bad terms, this fella? I
Well,
mean, is he likely to want to speak to us? Or is it,
he quit because he started to see the truth behind Kinetics, but he's no fool. He knows the power of them. He knows he'll probably risk his life by telling you anything. May need a bit of...
Igni's gonna raise her hand.
Yes.
How do we know he can be trusted? Did we have a mole in the organization up until yesterday?
We did, and we are still working on it. At the moment, we are trusting you.
What?
Really?
You're trusting us, but you're not trusting the person we're being sent to speak to, who is apparently an ex-Kinetics person.
Once
Well-
kinetic, always kinetic. They can't be trusted.
I'm not saying you
Uh.
trust him, what I'm saying is intel can be gained from him. Whether or not he's true or not, I don't know. You're gonna have to be the judges of that, but right now, we have to infiltrate a facility we know nothing about. We don't even know its true location.
The nuclear power plant.
We have a
nuclear power.
A nuclear power plant. Kinetics own several.
So
We
are we
need to
going to?
confirm the site.
So are we going to a specific one, or are we needing to get them all? I can't remember.
No, it's
Well-
one that's powered by mutants, and they're gonna do a signal from that one.
And
we
this
gotta
guy
stop that one.
may know where it is.
He may
So
know
we
where
can-
it is. He may even know some information to help you infiltrate.
Okay.
Right.
The expendable?
Yes.
No.
Really, no. He has turned away from kinetic.
How long?
Has he killed mutants?
How long has he been away from kinetics?
Well, he's been away for a week,
Oh,
keeping tabs on him.
then he's clearly a changed man.
He released some. Well, he let go some very important powers. Are vouching for him, and they don't vouch lightly. Apparently, he killed some other Kinetics members to help facilitate their escape. He's gained their trust, and as such, we are willing to listen.
What's he called?
His name is John.
That sounds like a fake name.
Why would that be a fake?
I mean, if someone asks you for a fake name, you say John.
Well, I don't see
Well,
why. I mean,
if
it
they
was
don't, if they don't know your name, they call you John Doe. So I see the point in that.
What's his
Fake
last
name.
name?
Smith.
John Smith.
Well, that's a fake name.
Nah, it's not, mate. It's good beer, that guy.
That's a
Enjoy
little
it.
bit on the nose, isn't it?
Wait,
It-
Gun? You know him?
Look, name's not important. We have him held in one of our safe houses. He's under our protection. Vital
No, it sounds
that
like he's
he
a prisoner.
helps us. Not a prisoner. But he
But you want us
knows.
to
You're
torture him
holding
for information.
I don't want you to torture him, no.
Wait, I'm confused.
Go and
Take away the
Why
fun,
do you
can you?
have to kill everybody?
Yes.
Yeah, the ones who fucking hurt mutants, of course. They don't deserve to live on the same planet as us anymore.
I had to break it to you, but there's a good chance that we might have to kill some ourselves. Remember?
We
Fair enough.
have to try and get them out. We have to do what we can to get them out.
More reason to speak to somebody who has recently been a part of it. He may be able to help you. That if anything he gives you is a hint of what you need to do, then it is worth listening to. Not.
No.
He's our only lead, and with
Right.
the threat of having an inside man here at Sanctuary, false information, we can't really rely on anything we have. It may have been compromised.
That
Fortunately,
Gun and Galvanic did the talking then.
Fortunately, this John Smith is not on the record as being one of our affected. So if there is an inside man here at the Sanctuary, very unlikely they found him. Kinetics will know they've obviously lost a member of staff somewhere. They don't exactly keep a loose record of their staff. I'm sure, Gun, you know more than any how one not turning up to work can raise a single red flag at
Why would you know that?
most likely be hot.
Why would this guy know that?
Hmm? Why would I know that?
Everybody knows things.
Yeah, why would you know that?
Why wouldn't you?
Because I used to work for him. You know, once kinetics, always kinetics.
And you see me flying a great distance away from you.
Hmm.
He's alright. I watched him beat a guy almost to death with a cue ball.
Yeah, beating someone up with a cue ball doesn't make you trustworthy.
They were a kinetics captain.
He's done plenty to make him trustworthy.
If it wasn't for him, well, we didn't know we were being rescued by Sanctuary at the time. We wouldn't have been freed from our jail cells.
I mean, to be fair, we're just meeting you, so I mean, there's going to be a little bit of questioning trust, but
He's all right as well. I feel, Alex, you probably should have introduced everybody so everyone knows who everyone is. Because I feel like Brain here doesn't know who everyone else is.
This is Brian and he floats.
Brain?
That's Gun and he's got a gun. That's Doc and
Yeah.
I'm not entirely
Brain.
sure what she does.
It's short for brain matter
Brian.
because my powers are no.
Oh.
You can do telekinesis and you can hear people's thoughts.
you do the brain
No.
stuff. I get it.
No, I can't hear people's thoughts. I can only do telekinetics. Not
I look at the others and just mouth, he can.
no.
And then I'll go,
Can't.
he's a bit crazy.
I'm not crazy.
Brian.
I never said you were crazy. It must be the voices in your head.
Yeah, that's what I was talking to the voice in my head.
Ah, well, whatever. So yeah, this is Brian. Brain,
Yeah.
sorry. Slip of the tongue. Doc Galvanic here. She can do
Doc.
electric stuff. You already know Pangolin, he's big, blue, and strong. I don't really know what Gun does, but he seems to be pretty capable. I also don't think he's a mutant.
Doesn't come over as a mastermind either.
Definitely not.
What do you mean? Is that some kind of joke?
He's not some regular human either way. So
I don't know whether to be offended or not.
Cut.
Yeah.
Go away, Reg.
Now the pleasantries are
Reg.
out of the way.
Cat comes into the meeting room.
It's like House in Sanctuary.
Oh, and also, Brian, you know... sorry, I can't get this out of my head now. It's almost like someone's written it down somewhere and I keep reading it and it's causing me to say it out loud. Brian, you've met Alex, right? Yeah, of course you did. We saw him and then he sent us on that stupid mission where we almost died and got kidnapped and arrested.
Yeah.
Do you want to
about
jump in?
that.
We've done it. Your turn.
About that, where was I? I went into a room and suddenly I was floating somewhere and then I got rescued.
We believe we were put into a dream
You're
when
always
we got
floating.
into the art room.
Yeah.
So we didn't go anywhere else in
That's-
that building, and then we got arrested and sent to a kinetics jail facility.
Okay. Weird. I can't really remember any of those parts.
You were probably awake for the other bit. We were.
We
Pangolin,
believe
it
that
was
you-
yesterday.
What?
We believe you were
Yep.
at one of Kinetics' powerful mutants.
What's he called?
Don't know.
What
But
do you
Yeah.
call him?
That's a weird name to choose. We don't know. That's
Yeah.
really.
we call him the
Yeah.
call him
don't
the
know.
boot.
That's a
What's
shit
our
name.
It's the only thing
That's
that we've
an
ever
article
really
called it.
got of him for a real description. You see, most people have reported him differently appeared.
It's
He
like
looked
if we
like,
called you the cult.
Have you ever seen that like really old, like sort of sci-fi movie about people getting plugged into computers? He looked like someone from that. I forget his name. Like Eno or something?
What, hackers?
No, the other one.
I don't.
What, enemy of the state?
It might have been that one.
But yeah.
Anyway, the suit, that sounds fine. So what's the other part of our plan? We talk with John Smith. We get him to tell us where the nuclear plant is that we need to go to. And then what?
Well, there's another contact that you need to visit as quickly as possible. Except for we don't know who this one is.
Gets
boy,
even
that sounds
better,
safe.
this.
But she asked
Oh,
you.
is it Rose?
What?
Why would Rose? We know Rose.
Is it red wine? Oh.
I don't know. So she said she. That was the first person that popped his. Who is
There's
it?
a lot
Look,
of
we
female
know
mutants.
Rose is one of our mutants. Why would we not know? Anyway, she left a calling card with several of your names on it.
What?
As an
Oh,
address, and then on the back it just says Margaret.
No,
I assume
Yes.
you know her?
I know nothing about her.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I remember. You guys told
Yeah.
us about her. She's weird.
Isn't she dead?
Yeah.
The one we met is
And
dead.
Margaret.
Yes.
Right.
It gets
There's a lot of
complicated. Pangolin.
Margarets. Pangolin, there's a lot of
Right.
Margarets. and they're all sisters, and one of them was dead, but we're meeting another one.
Is this a little bit like Nurse Joy from Pokemon or something?
What?
Yes, exactly like that.
About.
Yeah,
It's
actually,
exactly like
that's
that.
actually a good thing.
Well,
Yeah.
either way,
What?
the business card just says coffee shop on Percival Street at 12 o'clock.
Oh, we've got today.
A question? Raise my hand again.
Does have the card did come in today, so I'm assuming.
Okay.
Raise my hand again.
Yes.
I just point at myself. 12 o'clock in the middle of a cafe.
Ah, yes.
Have you?
Well, Calm down,
Don't worry, that leads us to our third little thing that I wanted to bring to you. I want you to all have a look at this. And he slides a metal disc onto the table.
It's a disc.
It's a 10-pence piece.
This may be of some assistance for guys in getting into this facility. Now, it won't last forever, but it does do the job, as long as no one gets close to you.
What is it? CD?
Angling.
Spice Girls on it.
Why don't you try it on?
Right on.
I walk over to our brains and take it.
Wait. Does this mean I have to walk again?
I mean, we're going outside to the real world.
Yes.
You're going to have to walk. Yes.
Oh, so tiring.
I don't get it. It's a disc.
Get your
No.
put it on your chest, Pangolin, like a badge.
Just. Right.
Everyone's hand and plop on
And
his
then-
chest.
Press the little button then.
I use my telekinesis to plop it on his chest.
The button, Pangolin, right there.
I push the button.
That thing.
We can't see where your hands are.
And as he pushes the button, Pangolin, for all of you, he kind of fades. And you're left with
Lost him.
a standing man stood in his place, looking at this little area
it-
where the button was.
Is it the same man we've seen before?
Does it
You've
look
never
like
seen
roads?
this man before.
His hands are
Like
funny
anyone
colour.
you've ever.
Pangolin, you don't look like Pangolin anymore. And you don't look like Rhodes either. You look like new person.
Is he naked?
Right, calm down.
Are you asking the
Pangolin-
question to me or to Alex?
Pangolin doesn't wear clothes.
He is
This is
wearing.
true.
He is wearing like jeans and a t-shirt.
Okay. Just checking.
Can I try
Now-
and poke
That's
him?
convenient.
If you can get us images and clothing, we can alter it to match anyone.
Right.
I try to poke Pangolin.
Can we
Where
roll
does
that
it
guy
come
out to
with?
hackers?
I think it needs to be a bit realistic.
It's on my brain
We
now.
were thinking more of maybe if we could attain some members of Kinetics, we could use these devices to make you look like members of Kinetics, which would make walking into one of their facilities so much easier.
You've already got one. We just went through
Would it-
this.
Yes, we have one, but he's on the run, so he's hard. We need images and uniforms of ones that aren't necessarily on the run.
So
Wait.
somebody needs to go to one of these facilities, take pictures of these people, and take their clothes.
Preferably the facility that you're going into, otherwise it might raise a few questions.
So we have to find out which nuclear silo nuclear power plant we need to go to, speak to potentially another Margaret, and then go to that nuclear place, kidnap 5 people, steal their clothes, get pictures of them, and then bring all that back. What do we do with the people?
Well, preferably
Little-
not kill them, because if you kill them, it will look suspicious when they turn up for work the next
So
day.
do we have somewhere we can take them?
It's gonna look suspicious, the two of them.
Can we just take their ID badges or something? That's gonna have their photograph on, right? Will that
Possibly.
work?
I'd
Plus, then we'd
suggest,
be able to get in.
whoever's ID that you should take, make sure you take them of when they're on a shift that you're not intending to be on. We know kinetics operate in 3 shifts a day, and we know that they rotate people, so it would be weird for someone to turn up on a shift randomly, out of sync. And find someone who's at the facility, take their IDs and everything. It gives us a window. And hopefully you don't run into them. That's if that's helpful to you. This is what we can offer you, an assistant. I mean, if you prefer to go in all guns blazing, then we'll give you that support, but...
We've only got one gun.
Hey, Pangolin, can I have that pin?
Yeah, hang on. Pangolin's just in the corner poking the button.
You press it again and it turns
It's
off.
I just don't be flicking through all these different people.
Here you
Should
go.
you- warn you, though, that
I
the-
just figured seeing like pangolin, human, pangolin, human, pangolin, human.
The devices only have enough energy to maintain it for an hour, and again, you are only mentally projected differently. Your actual size and everything still remains the same, so if anything comes in Pangolin and you're looking like a small person, you hit things.
Right. Why didn't you get one that's big enough then?
Maybe for pangolin we need to take someone who's at least 2 meters.
You told me he's
I'm not
like
quite
6
that tall.
foot.
Possibly.
He's wide, not big.
Anyway, and as he says this, Igni, he passes another one to you. This one should deal with you for today, but remember, it only has enough charge for an hour.
I put on Pangolin's one, and then I put on my one that I've been given. Well, now I've got like an hour and like 58 minutes.
Right.
Where's
blue.
this safe house anyway?
The safe house is a little north of here, up near Birmingham. Take you a couple of hours to go.
Okay.
I suggest you meet up with Margaret and then go and meet
Right.
the medics.
Is Margaret okay with mutants? Oh yeah, but I need to be in disguise because she's decided to meet in the middle of town.
Yeah, it makes sense that she would do that.
Right. I'll recharge these.
How do we recharge these?
Like, plug it in. Lightning strike.
It's, well, they've
Doc?
got a lot of energy.
If we have someone here that has like I don't know electricity powers.
Yeah, could Doc recharge them?
What?
There's a possibility, but there's a possibility I could also blow them up. I don't have full control in that matter.
That would be hilarious.
Well, I mean, worst case scenario, and he pulls out a little wire. It does take 10 hours to charge fully, by the way.
Okay.
So what you're
What?
saying
A
is,
10-hour charge for 1 hour use?
It's not exactly well-refined piece of technology. Only just finalize it.
so what
I
you're saying is,
apologize.
while
Yeah.
we're out, I have less than 2 hours, and if I run out of that time, I have to just flee
Yes.
Or fly.
or fly.
Flying is easier.
I mean, I don't know if it, like, would you have the full 2 hours, or would Pangolin not need to use
Well,
one?
Pangolin can turn his Pangolin off, he just doesn't.
I'm blue.
You know,
Pangolin, we need you to be
well,
Rhodes when we're outside.
No.
We'll also be providing you with a van to drive around with.
Oh, for
You don't
fuck's
have
sake.
to wear the devices.
Pangolin,
I was
if you
never
become
gonna-
I
Rhodes,
promise you it's not an ice cream van this time, okay?
Can,
That's never gone wrong before.
hang on, I have a compromise.
What?
Pangolin, would you be Rhodes if Alex gave you his coat? And then you could wear his coat as Rhodes.
It won't, that's not, I literally just explained that's how it won't work.
I'm literally... Pangolin can turn off his armored form. You've seen it, you pillock. I'm saying you give him your coat so he can wear it in his non-armored form so he doesn't whine about it.
I mean, it's not like inconspicuous, that coat, though, is it?
It's,
I mean-
it's less conspicuous than Pangolin.
I have a
Is
normal
it?
coat you can have.
Is it?
Looks like
mean-
the guy out the hackers.
it's questionable.
What, the coat? I mean,
Yes.
the coat is pretty questionable.
Yeah, I mean, it does you great, Alex.
No.
It matches
I
your
can't-
eyes.
I
They're
can remind you
bloodshot.
all, we have 2 days before kinetics possibly wipe out all.
Yeah, I know.
Right. So why do you want us to wait 3 hours to meet someone at a coffee shop?
I don't want you to wait. Coffee shop. She wants you to wait 3 hours. I want you to go and then ask the questions, get intel on the place that you intend to raid.
I will. At this point, I will actually let you know. Like Alex, Margaret is the maid, helper, daughter. Person of Doc Thomas.
I
Baker,
am
I
aware
wanna say,
who
I don't know if that's
Margaret
right.
is. You have told
You
me,
said
but
you didn't-
last... Yes,
You
but
said you didn't
last-
know who she was.
Well, I didn't know which Margaret. I mean, I'm assuming this now is Margaret, but I didn't know who a Margaret was. I don't know who you know. I just remember you telling me
Not
about
your
the
job.
maid
You do.
Margaret.
They literally have to tell you everything.
Yeah, this Margaret is one of the bunch of
Yes.
Margarets.
And I only woke up an hour ago, and I didn't remember
sounds like a
when
you
someone
problem,
passed it to
Alex.
me.
Oh, is that why you picked that coat?
I also woke up an hour ago and I still got here on time.
Now, it really
5
worries
minutes
me.
ago.
You lot are our best hope right now at stopping it.
That's quite
Really?
God
funny.
help us all.
We're
That's a
fucked.
lot of pressure.
Right.
How far away is this cafe to where we're supposed to be meeting John Smith?
Is that why?
I mean, if it's in Birmingham,
We're not
in...
meeting John Smith at a
The
cafe.
cafe is not in Birmingham, the cafe is in London.
I know. I said we're
Why
meeting John
just
Smith in
fucking
Birmingham.
ask, Alex?
We're in.
I know we
Right.
gotta go to Birmingham for one, we gotta go to the other fucking place for the other.
We could.
I mean,
we
we've got to
could-
get out of Sanctuary, to be fair.
We could
I
split
don't
up.
even remember where Sanctuary's based anymore, Andy. That's in London,
is
right?
based under London.
Thank you.
I know, but we've got to get above ground. That can take time. I don't know. I'm guessing all this faffing, it's been at least, what, maybe an hour, 45 minutes?
Well, I was talking now, it's not been that long. Oh god, it has.
It's 9:30 already.
It's not, it's 5 to 10.
Well, yeah.
I mean, would it be worth us splitting up into 2 teams? Somebody go speak to Margaret and somebody go speak to this guy. Would that help?
Perhaps. We'd have to
But either
drive up
way-
to the other place.
Got 2 days, so it's whatever you need else to.
I
You think that we know what we need to do to stop
If-
all mutants dying?
I think you've got 2 days to find out.
And just us, no one else is doing anything.
If we want to split up, I know Igni can fly. Can any of you also fly, maybe?
Not a good idea, mate.
Yeah.
It's daylight out there.
We've sent message
Yeah,
to
but-
the others in the party as well, but unfortunately we've not heard anything back from Weeping Willow or Gem or
Don't you
others.
know you never
You can get hold of them, then
What I
More
kind of
than-
mean, Alex, is there are a lot of mutants who are fighting to try and stop kinetics. Why does it feel like it's only down to us to stop this event that's happening in 2 days' time?
Yeah.
Why aren't anybody else helping to try and get
Because-
identities of kinetics agents?
What makes us so special?
because we know that
Alright,
you guys aren't spies.
What?
We still don't know who in Kinetics is feeding information, and if Kinetics know that we're planning
Didn't we
this
know it was
ambush-
Ben, and that's why Death killed him yesterday? Oh, you weren't there.
Look,
we
we're,
realize it.
We're wasting time here. Should we just?
Yeah.
We
get
don't
going?
know if he was the owner.
Right.
okay.
But you are our trusted team right now. Proven yourselves, and I know that you're not spies. We have kept you separate from everything that's gone on in Sanctuary for this very reason.
Give us your coat.
He takes off his coat and puts it on the table. Whatever you need, you've got 48 hours. And then
Okay.
whatever you've got, we will attack that site. If you can do it before, save mutant lives, then that's fine. Otherwise, we will bring the hell of God down on that site, destroy it. We
What
want
about the
you to
bombs that are
avoid
going to
that.
go off?
Why were we destroying it again?
Because the signal's going to kill all mutants that have got tattoos.
Ah, yes, of course.
The explosions are fun.
It was a busy day yesterday, don't worry, Gal.
I've
I
lost my
didn't have a
notebook
tattoo,
last
did I?
session.
None of
believe I
you have
didn't a
tattoos.
tattoo.
None of you have got
No.
tattoos.
Right,
So
okay.
we're safe either way. I mean,
We're safe, but
Yeah.
the rest of the UK.
Thousands
not.
of children and other adults who have registered as mutants to Kinetics are not. That
What
signal
happened
goes
to-
out.
Hmm.
Not worth it. We
Okay,
have to
so
stop it.
we got a few things we need to do in 2 days. Then I guess we can definitely speak to Margaret today. We could probably speak to John today, and then maybe with whatever time we have left and tomorrow, we need to try and find potentially members of staff, 5 members of staff from the nuclear power plant, kidnap them, get a bunch of like pictures of them or whatever, take them God knows where so they can't talk or whatever. I mean, how are we supposed to get their clothes and
Again,
their
you
pictures and let them go?
I don't think that we need to do that. We just got to get an image of them, right?
But don't we need
didn't
them
need
clothes?
clothes.
No.
You
We
know,
don't
you
need
just
to.
need.
Did I misunderstand that
Decent
bit?
Maybe. I think maybe. I mean, I don't think the clothes are an issue because
Oh, I
they're
see,
the
'cause it's
same-
just
they're
a
not going to wear
picture.
the same thing every day, right? So I guess we're
I've
going
already
to show
got
up for work.
clothes.
Yeah.
You get an idea and a description and picture of what the facility wear. We can have our team here make up the clothes as you require.
Have you got
There
a
we go.
camera for us?
It's in the van. The camera that needs to be get the images for these things be provided in the van. Expensive, and we only have the ones.
You not got a camera phone there, kid?
It needs
I mean-
something more than a camera phone because it's taking it pretty much a fingerprint recognition.
My phone just has buttons. You don't really need a fancy phone when you live in Sanctuary. So.
Oh, yeah, when you live in a hole in the ground, right?
Wow, I mean, come on, man.
I don't
live
even
here.
have a phone.
Yeah. Right.
I don't shit on your house.
Well, you could do, I suppose. You can fly, right?
Don't give me good ideas.
I-
So
one
what are
other
we doing?
thing
Are we
that I just
We're going to
mentioned
go and
to you,
speak to
Doc.
Margaret. We're going to this
you're
coffee
going
shop.
to Margaret, or are we going to send some people to start going to Birmingham?
I don't know, Alex. What do you reckon? Do you need us all to go to each of these places, or?
I'm not sure what the best plan of action is. The witness is in a safe house and is going to be in that safe house for some time, so all want to go and see. And entirely up to you. Depends if you have other things that you think might be worth doing.
How long does it take to get from London to Birmingham
2 hours.
in a van?
Probably 3 hours in the van that we're giving you.
So we'll be getting there around 6ish, I guess. Will we be able to sleep in this safe house? If
The
need
safe
be.
house has got water.
It's a safe house.
And then maybe we can, if we find out where it is, maybe me and Brain. How fast? You can fly pretty damn fast, right, Brain?
It's called Brian.
Pretty fast, yeah.
We could potentially look at the sites to get an idea of their layout and then report that back in like a night operation.
Yeah, I would go too.
Can you fly?
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't.
Ah,
I didn't know that.
Doc, before
Why
you
didn't-
go, I need a private word with you.
Okay.
Dirigible.
Plethora.
That's a word.
Means a
Kind
lot.
of.
That's a very good word, Franklin.
Pulls you aside. Doc, there's a little bit of information that worked out, but don't know whether it'd be relevant. It might be worth considering plans. Going to be a very large thunderstorm.
Meanings?
Okay.
A hurricane.
When you're planning on this attack,
It's your attack, not
But-
ours.
that
He will
you
step
came up with
in
the
at
idea
the
this is
last minute.
but so
We're going off the timescale that you've given us.
okay.
But if it helps,
I mean, it would help. It helps me do what I need to do, but I don't want to do what needs to be done. But they're talking about where we're going. There's going to be other mutants with the same power as mine.
that signal can, at all costs,
I know.
Storm comes before the deadline. Should be more than enough power for small crater.
But what if they can't get out? What if we can't get them out? That it doesn't seem right.
Is a few against 1,000. These are mutants who have, one way or another, sided with. These are mutants that are in danger already. There are thousands of that are living normal lives, thinking they are safe. Lives are on the line.
I know.
Cannot risk it.
I just don't like being asked to go and.
I'm not
Just go
asking. I'm telling you, Storm. Cannot ask you to do that. I understand. But have one of the last options to stop broadcasting. Have to be aware. Fail safe if there is nothing else that can.
Okay. A last resort.
I must warn you, there's arguments at the here it's one of the leader mutants. He's already pushing, this is our method. This is what we do.
He was not. He was not even willing to go in and speak to his so-called great-grandchildren. So why would this be his choice to go in and kill them?
He doesn't value life like values numbers, not in. He's fighting to have this very option be the main option.
We will find another way.
That is what IMT hoped I can find with you. Find another way, that's fine. But I must warn you, if it comes down to it, I'd rather you use that storm power than him. Because he would not hold back. He would put a larger crater in that place. And he wouldn't just use that place as an example.
I understand.
I'm sorry to have to ask you.
No, I get it. If it's within my ability, I understand why. It's something bigger than I've ever would have dealt with, but like you said, it needs to get done. If there's literally no other way, we have less than 48 hours to figure it out. Okay.
You are one of the only few godly children that are capable of. You know he's your father. Right?
What? No. I have a father. He's at home. He brought me up.
I'm afraid he's not your...
Maybe your father, but he's not your daddy.
I'm Mary Papa Joel.
Children who are directly born from godly mutants, they hold more power than most.
He cannot be my father.
I'm sorry. I thought you knew.
No, why would I know? Why would I know I have a father? He's the one that brought me up.
I don't know what I...
If you know that, do you know anything about my mother?
Not that much.
When we're done, can we talk about it? And tell me what you know?
Maybe when we're not on a TikTok. I'll see what I can find.
Thank
I
you.
still have a few channels open. I should probably warn you that there is another in your party.
Right now?
Child of a god mutant.
There is?
We're not going to tell him as
I
don't
narrowed it
think-
down.
he deserves. Well, I don't think he can handle it. I don't think he will understand the weight of his responsibility.
What extra responsibility comes from being apparently a child of a god?
Being able to access a lot more power than most.
Okay.
Just know that you're not alone. What I'm trying.
Thank you.
He turns to the rest of the party.
Like Pangolin, if you turn into Rhodes and you put this coat on, are you going to be okay with that, or do you want this button so you can look like, I don't know what this guy's called, Keith, and then you won't have to look like Rhodes, but you could still maybe wear the coat over it.
I was dancing. What?
So we're going to go out,
Right.
and you need
Would
to not
I-
look like Pangolin.
Right.
So if you're Rhodes and you're wearing this horrifying coat,
Yeah.
would you be happier?
Yeah.
Cool.
Not blue.
It's not, it's red.
Yeah. Then I'm
It
not
should
blue.
probably fit you as Rhodes.
Probably.
There's anything any of you need,
Oh Christ, he's back.
just message
Did
me.
I
and
by-
will get
Did
into
I by
range.
any chance inadvertently pick up any of the messages?
No.
Sadly.
There's a lot of voices around you in Sanctuary right now.
Yeah.
Looks
Unless
small
you
enough to
were you
talk.
trying?
I am trying to focus it more closer because otherwise I'm going even more crazy than I already am.
Okay, give me a perception.
Yeah, because you wouldn't hear Alex, but you could hear Galvanic, because she doesn't have a bracelet thingy.
Hear the music in Penguin's head.
Do I have to roll the mind reading or?
No, just your perception.
Perception. Where is the perception? There's perception.
Ooh.
Yes, you did pick up on a few bits there from what Doc was saying. Doesn't fully make sense. You don't know the references when they're like going, you know who sort of thing. Yeah, you kind of got the gist of the conversation.
Okay.
Daddy issues.
Oh yeah, Brain also has parent issues.
I think he's got more than just parent issues.
He didn't know his parents, so
So before we go, I need to say bye to my mum and dad and make sure that they know I love them.
Right. I don't.
Alex
You don't
holds
love
a
my mum and
set of
dad?
Yeah, you
keys.
don't know his mum and dad. Or her mum and dad.
Who's driving?
Me.
I can't drive.
Don't think Peggy needs to drive.
I don't
Right.
use vehicles.
I mean, if he's turning into Rhodes, he'll actually fit behind the driving seat, to be fair.
You want Penguin to be driving?
I could fit behind
No,
the
thanks,
driver's
Penguin.
seat.
He puts the keys on the desk and slides them towards you, Gun.
Right.
Shoot the boy.
Right. If you need anything,
Okay.
let me know. And good luck.
Thank you.
He turns and
We
leaves.
do for 3 hours.
You might want to get a new coat. I hear the weather's going to be a bit inclement later.
I imagine he's got spares.
He's got a walk-in closet full of coats.
What
I wonder if he left anything. Has he left the room?
He has left.
Can I go through his coat's pockets in case he left anything in there?
There is nothing in those coat pockets. Well, yes,
Is there a whiskey flask in there?
Club.
Oh, yes, sorry, yeah, there would be a whiskey flask in the coat pocket. Yeah, to be fair.
Oh, hey, you left this. Can I have a sniff of it? What does it smell like?
I tell you what, yes, you can have a sniff of it.
Gasoline.
Roll me.
Oh boy.
Roll me your fortitude. Do a fortitude.
Not bad.
It burns your nostrils as you smell it. It's very strong, but you don't. It doesn't like throw you back, but you're like, whoa.
Yeah, I think he's been drinking paint thinner.
Right.
Does anyone want this?
I might be able to use it.
Well, I'm driving, so yeah.
Oh yeah, you probably shouldn't be drinking.
Does it help with the nerves, gun?
Well, I don't want it. I don't think Pangolin needs it. I could always burn it. That'd be funny.
I'll look after it. Don't worry.
Okay.
While you're driving.
It might silence the voices a bit.
I don't have any voices.
Well, he's got voices. Give him the shit alcohol. Sharing is caring, or whatever.
That's a good point.
Give it to. This can be you and Gun becoming friends. See, if Gun actually gives you it.
Yeah, I hand it to him.
And I take a sip.
You immediately die.
And we see Infinity looking at what role will I make him throw.
You go blind from drinking methylated spirits.
At the poison rules.
Roll me your fortitude again. I think that's fair.
That's not good.
Oh dear.
Nope.
Yeah, you take a sip, and the moment it touches your tongue, it burns. You're filled with this thickness in your mouth. You try to take a breath in, and you don't get any fresh air whatsoever. You just inhale feel the burn in your. I'm very good at describing whiskey, by the way. You feel the burn in your chest and your lungs as you gasp for air, and you just end up choking on your own air, splattering it all over the place.
Yeah,
This is really good. Yep.
Yeah, that looks real smooth.
Yep. Goes down real smooth.
Here we go.
You want me to burn it?
I think it's doing a pretty good job itself.
We got 3 hours before we have to get there. We're in London now. How far away do you reckon this cafe is? Have you been to it before?
Up.
Oh, what, in Percival? Yeah.
What's it like?
It's
Where was this pub again?
it's not a pub, it's a coffee house.
Coffee shop in
Coffee shop.
Percival.
Potato.
I mean, I'm guessing, like, is the cars to go to the top in there, or have we got to walk?
Well, you've been given a set of keys.
Maybe we should go check out the van.
It's going to take us 3 hours to find the car.
Weep, there it is!
Yeah.
Should we go find the van? Maybe we can see how bad that is. Maybe we could fix up some of it in 3 hours.
Well, not
Right.
fucking A-team. But yeah, let's
I mean,
do
I
that.
can weld shit.
I'll grab Alex's coat and just sling it over one shoulder.
Let's go find the van.
But I've lived on the streets practically all my life, so maybe I know an easier way to get there.
What, in a van?
No, the road towards it. Like I said, I've lived
But
on
you
the
know-
streets in London
Yeah,
most
but
of my life.
you gotta get out of Sanctuary first, so we need to take the van out of Sanctuary, and then when we get out of Sanctuary and we're in London, then we can use your street knowledge.
Yeah, we have to figure out where we are in London, because we forget.
You can
Cross.
take the van out of Sanctuary.
Can't
Can't
take
take Sanctuary out
Sanctuary
the
out the van.
What is that? I mean, it's shitty.
Sanctuary doesn't fit in a van.
And
Right,
let's go find
as
the
you're
van.
discussing
Mine,
this,
of course
and
it
you
is.
and you walk out at the
Grab
middle,
another croissant.
right in front of you as you leave, you see this van.
Oh,
Sell it to us, Andy.
Looks like a van.
stealth
No,
ice cream van.
Oh my
It
God,
looks
there's a
like an FBI van, man.
Holy shit, no expense spared this time.
Hmm.
Wow, they really
Looks
did
like the
cut
van
this.
from that movie.
and they called this a shitty van?
They've used all their budget that they had on this single van.
Yeah, blown the entire operations budget. Right
It's a
here.
rental.
Yeah,
So we better not
definitely
scratch it.
rented.
Yeah. We don't want our premiums going up.
Well, this sounds better than the ice cream van you were telling me about.
Yeah. Yeah, just a little.
Yeah.
These
They,
windows
they,
tinted
le-
in
they
the back?
leased it for 3 days.
The rear windows are tinted black.
Oh shit.
Nice.
I'll open the back door.
Yep. And as you
Sorry,
open it, you smell the lovely waft of a brand new car smell.
Ooh.
Oh, it stinks in here.
That's funny.
Can I still smell, or did the alcohol burn my nostrils as well?
Yeah, you can't smell anything at the moment. All you've got is this overpowering alcohol, whiskey smell and taste going on. Your eyes are starting to cry a little bit from it as well.
It smells like the whiskey.
I'll waft my wings at it a little bit. I'm just trying to air it out.
And
Right.
What, is
as-
there anything
as
in
you-
the back?
No,
Sorry.
it's got some nice seats. There's some fold-out beds inside the van itself.
Ooh. And a camera. again.
Yeah, at the back you see there's a few crates of gear, and on the wall mounted there is a quite a large camera. Looks like a film studio camera. Almost.
That's a red camera. Can you film it in
Done it.
slow-mo?
Then as you get in, you sit in the driver's seat. You do notice the fuel gauge is on a quarter.
Fuck's sake.
What's up?
Well, there's everything here except fuel.
Well, we can probably find some fuel. They have fuel to fill up the cars down here. We'll just go take some of that.
Or I could just push the car. I mean, we can make it look like we're driving.
Feel like it might be easier to try and find petrol, but that's a good backup plan.
Igni, you would know that there is a petrol store at the very top of Sanctuary before you
Oh,
get
okay.
to all the exits.
We
I'll
just
say
need
this
to-
is a rental. They're going to want it full by the time we take it back.
I mean, Alex said you can have whatever we need, and right now
Yeah.
we need petrol and snacks.
Leave it in the condition you wish.
Definitely
to find it in.
snacks, yeah.
And normally on rentals, you take pictures beforehand so you can say, what damage there was before.
Yeah.
I'd suggest with you guys, don't do
Yeah.
that.
I mean,
we've got the camera.
You
I mean,
can
it's pretty obvious that
self-incriminate.
this van is not going. Is the one thing that definitely will not survive this evening. Is this van?
No,
Yeah.
definitely not.
So
At least
Let's
we're
go.
in the past, in an alternate dimension where petrol prices haven't skyrocketed.
Yeah, that's true. It is 2019.
so we start this bad boy up then.
And
Head gasket's gone.
yeah, straight away, boom, smoke.
Now you can still drive it.
Yeah, and the engine purrs to life. All the lights come on. Got the extra lights on the top that light up Sanctuary like no tomorrow.
Mm.
Full GPS comes online. White swish.
Climb
Nice.
into the back. The suspension sinks.
Yeah, instantly as Penguin gets in, you feel the whole van turn to one side as he gets in.
Yeah, Blue. Let's learn from our mistakes, shall we? And you only get out of this car, this van, if you're wearing that coat. And I mean, you're wearing it. Okay.
Right. Hang on.
It means only Rhodes is allowed to get out.
Hang on, concentrates for a minute in the back, and
Yeah.
you see the blue starts to fade away. Underneath, he's wearing a white t-shirt and jeans. and looks like a people. He just pulls a baseball cap out
Wait
of
a
his back
minute,
pocket.
you look like a people.
You recognise this gentleman. You had a bar fight with him one day.
I'll get into the front with a gun.
More than one.
I'll help Pangolin put the red coat on.
It's weirdly long.
I'm
Right.
gonna
It
lie in
is.
one of those beds in the back.
What's on the radio?
I'll switch the
Static.
radio on.
Static. You're in.
What's in
you're
the CD
insane.
player?
It's
Not
empty.
your
Voice
favourite song.
girls.
Yeah.
There's nothing in this van. It is. Open the glove box and all that's there is the handbook.
The handbook.
There
The
is-
handbook's still here. It must be
Handbook.
new.
Oh, doesn't have alloy tyres, so gonna get nicked if we park it anywhere in London.
Let's go. Let's
Get
drive
petrol.
out of here. Yeah, let's go and get some fuel. That's
Drive
an
up.
adventure in itself.
Yeah, it is. It's like a 20-minute drive to the top of Sanctuary. Jeez. You drive up. As you're going up, you see all these kids who see this amazing van. Like, you get the odd kid going at you, gun, like, as
Yeah.
you're driving past. Yeah,
That's very fun.
great. And you get to the top. Igni points you to the fueling station. They fill up. They don't charge you or anything. It's all covered. And they point you to one of the exits. You begin to drive down.
And guns it.
And you're driving along all these roads
Yeah.
and the caves, and all of a sudden, like, the cave floor turns to tarmac. There's a shutter in front of you with a guy stood there, and he nods,
Hey, guy.
and as he presses this, the shutter lifts, and you're in, like, an underground car
Oh. Wish.
Igni's gonna make sure she's got her hoodie on, covering her wings, and put her hood up. Even though she's in the back.
Yeah, you can see out the windows in the back, but there's very, unless you've got a big light on inside the back of the van, no one's seen.
Igni's just
But yeah.
panicking.
And you
Yeah.
make your way through the car park, and you're onto the streets of London.
Yay. Now we got a bit of time before this Margaret gets there, but maybe it's not a bad idea to
It-
scope the place out first.
Yeah, you're probably talking, it's now about 10:30, getting on to 11ish.
Mm. So, it's just Igni that's going to need the badge, right?
Yeah.
For now.
The rest of you are somewhat disguised.
Okay.
Yeah,
we're gonna
I've got
find-
two badges as well.
Yeah, that's all right then. So we need to find we'll find somewhere to park that's not too far. We don't want to have to
London?
waste time. Yeah, well, there's a lot of car parks in London, right?
We've got an hour and a half to drive around finding somewhere to park.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll park on somebody's driveway, when they're advertising, you can use my driveway for £11 a day or whatever it is.
Yeah, and you drive through London. It's always lovely. You find a place to park near the cafe. Gun and Pangolin, roll me a perception.
Yeah.
Right. Hang on. I can't see my character sheet with this hat on.
Because you don't have to LARP as your character,
What?
Oh.
14.
Yeah.
Both.
Yeah,
I kind of feel like I copied you.
as you pull up near this coffee place,
But look where I'm
both
looking.
kind
That's
of
all.
look at the shop with a weird. This seems familiar,
Is this
Can't
where
quite
we all
put-
met?
but you
Is this
can't
where we
quite
all
put your
met?
finger on it.
Okay. I'm putting my
Been to a
finger
few
on it
coffee
right now.
Also, the first time you saw roads. So
That was, probably. Interesting.
Yeah, you pull up and you surveil.
Yep. We surveil or survey.
I'm just looking.
Survey? You survey the coffee shop? I don't
I'm
know.
just looking.
No, we surveil will do.
Yeah, you're surveilling, doing and watching this coffee shop.
Yeah.
People are going in and ordering coffee, and they're coming out with coffee. Very weird.
Imagine that.
Vicious.
I kind of wonder if we should wait, see if Margaret enters. I mean, we should be able to recognize her, right?
I mean, she's never met us.
No.
That's true. You only know the description from Ange.
No, we met her, Margaret.
No,
Yeah,
we
know
no,
it was
sorry,
old
you-
Margaret.
We
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
know
you-
the next
yeah.
Margaret.
Yeah.
She doesn't
You
know
haven't-
that us.
yeah, so
Those of
she
you were
would
in the
know about.
mansion. You know what Margaret looked.
Yeah, so she would know about me, Gun, and Pangolin, but not about Brain and Igni.
Name's Brian.
Brian?
No, it's Brain. Ignore Pangolin.
Brain. Annoying blue bastard.
I'm not blue.
He's red at the minute. So maybe we could wait inside.
Well, you want me to just stay in the van?
Let's save you running the battery down on that thing, maybe, and then we can maybe give you a signal when she arrives.
Okay, that's okay.
I mean, to be fair, we should all go in separately anyway, rather than a group of us. I think if we were trying to scope this out, and just in case there's other things around, maybe we would be better just going in one by one.
How big is this coffee shop?
We're not close enough to see, I don't think.
Yeah, you can kind of tell. You got little binoculars. You found them in the van. It's sizable, quite large. There's probably at least a dozen tables inside. There's about they see about 20 to 30 people in and out the coffee. There's big window seating area that's got about 10 people alone sat at it drinking coffee. The streets are quite busy. There's a lot of people going past. This is a somewhat of a shopping area. There's quite a few shops around.
So,
I can stay in the van and then just like send me a text or something if you want me to come in.
it's either that or literally at 12 you come in as the last one.
'Cause, I mean, I don't know
Is
this
this-
person.
And
so-
is this an actual coffee shop, or is it like a coffee shop in my country? Like Amsterdam.
If you
Where
grew
you
up in
from,
London,
then? Where you from, Brian?
No, as in me.
No, it's-
Brian, me.
No, we just
we're talking about
we-
London for God's sake.
coffee shops. It's the name is on the tin. Coffee shop.
I think we're holding the
Yeah,
traffic
yeah.
up.
Keep your trousers on, you honking idiots.
But your past, it's just London traffic. Just
okay.
it's always a bitch.
I get out of the van.
Oh, he roads us off.
Yeah.
I'll wander over to where the
Good
coffee
luck,
shop is.
guys.
Can you drive? I say. to you.
Brain. You need to walk.
Well, can I drive?
Yeah.
Do I gotta?
No.
Oh, okay.
I've lived in Sanctuary my whole life, and I have wings.
It's either that or you stay in the car.
What?
No, I'm just thinking in case a traffic warden comes by.
I'll tell him that I'm waiting for someone else. It'll be a
I don't
minute.
care. It's not your van. Like,
Point. No, we
It's
don't
not
go
registered
attracting
to you.
attention to ourselves. We're on a secret mission.
true.
All we'll do is we'll get a thing on the side of our window that we'll have to pay later, and it won't be immediate.
I'll send it to Alex. It's fine.
Wait, don't just say we'll just leave a little note in the window saying unloading or something.
You look out the
Collecting
window.
it,
There is a
tracking.
little ticket machine like one car away from you.
And you
I'm
just
claiming
pay
that.
Sign saying, "Have
I'm
you
claiming
paid
your
or
expenses."
displayed?"
claim on expense.
We need to make sure that they don't give us a ticket. And I'll try to use my telekinetic to place the parking meter.
Okay. What level's your ability? Eight levels.
Move objects, you mean?
Wait,
9 ranks.
Are you trying to move the parking meter or just fiddle with the interior.
With the interior.
Okay.
Pardon me.
That can be.
An old-fashioned coin-based one, or the new electronic ones?
New electronic one.
That would probably determine what Brain would do, I guess.
The electronic ones will be a little bit more difficult than if it's the old-timey coin-operated ones.
New modern, even solar powered.
Yeah.
It is 2019.
It is London.
It's London 2019. It's solar powered. Yeah, roll your ability if you want to try this. It's gonna be tricky.
Well,
If you fail, just move the fucking thing down the road.
you know what? So I'm just gonna do it.
Oh, you're just gonna move the bag meter?
Well, that's the ability I have. So
Yeah, I mean you can easily move it if you want to rip it out from the concrete.
no, I'm trying to focus it on the interior
Okay.
to.
Roll me your sleight of hand.
A sleight of mind.
Mind hand.
Sleight of mind works.
You concentrate on the machine. You're trying to like work out the interior mechanics. You start to feel the interior, and you try and just move it a little bit, and all of a sudden smoke starts coming out of the machine.
Don't look good.
Fire.
No.
No, well,
Well,
it's fucked. It's not. We're not
On
gonna
the
get
positive
charged
side,
for
they
it.
can't ticket us as the machine.
Exactly. Yeah, too damn right. Anyway, let's go. I'm climbing out the van.
Send me a message when you want me to come in.
Sure.
So who's going into the coffee shop here?
Me.
Flynn's already
Is
gone.
it one?
Panglin's already gone.
Franklin's already left. Gun's on his way.
Is
Yeah.
this a location that I know from my time living on the London streets?
You may have walked past this area occasionally. Maybe you've done a bit of shopping in this area. Yeah, that's possible.
Yeah, shopping without any money. Yep.
A lot of window
That's
shopping.
called theft.
So just Gun and Pangolin are going to the coffee shop, yeah?
Me too.
Yeah, I'll follow.
After a
I'll
while.
follow a little bit after.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So you're all going in.
They're staggering,
Yeah,
but I'm
set-
staying in the van.
What are you going to say to that? Fair enough. Pangolin,
What?
you get to the coffee shop. Going in,
Yeah.
and you enter the coffee shop. Like you joining the queue to get a coffee?
Yep. That's what you come into a coffee shop for.
Is it?
And you're queuing.
The oldest English pastime.
Yeah. What role are you going to make for that?
Nothing. I'm blending in, really. Yeah.
Altitude.
The queue
Yeah.
slowly moves forward. Gun,
Yeah.
you enter the shop.
Yeah, yeah. And I'll join the queue as well.
There's two people between you and Pangolin in this queue. And as you kind of join Pangolin, you get fun. Hello, sir. How can I help you?
Hi. Can I have a coffee?
Yep. What milk?
No.
No milk.
No milk.
What type of coffee? What size, sir?
Coffee. Big one.
Do you want the grande, the mega grande, the grande light,
The big
Oh
one.
my god, it's even worse than
the mega
that
grande?
specific one.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's an Americano, sir.
Yeah.
You want any extra shots?
No.
Any extra flavouring?
No.
Can I offer you into a sandwich
No.
today? They're on a half price.
No.
You can
Okay,
tell this
so
guy's
just-
new to the fucking shop. He's really trying to oversell everything.
Okay, is just that? That's all you want? A mega grande Americano?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That'll be £6.
Right.
Cash or card?
Cash. reaches into his pocket and pulls out some loose change, pretty much.
Your order number 17, if you just want to go to the end, we'll shout your number when your coffee's ready.
Right.
The fact there was a queue and this guy did that angers me more than kinetics right now.
That's why there's a
Oh,
queue.
this is all part of the.
That is why there's a queue, yeah.
Doc,
This is
you
a
went, you
delaying
went to the
tactic.
coffee shop. There's 2 people again who between you and Gunn. As Gunn, you get to the front of the queue. Hello, sir. What can I do for you today?
Just give me a large Americano, would you?
Large Americano, would you like any extra shots with that, sir?
No, just as is, thank you.
Any extra flavouring?
No.
Can I offer you in any of our sandwiches that are on half price at the moment? We can toast them up for you.
Yeah, fucking give me one of them. Yeah.
The ham and cheese or the beef steak?
We'll go for the ham and cheese if you don't
Ham
mind.
and cheese. And you want that toasted?
Yeah.
Hey, is that to stay or to go?
Yeah, it's to stay.
Should I stay or should I go?
Anything else you want with your coffee and your beverage of choice and your meal?
Nah.
Please? That'll be
Take this guy out quietly.
£12.50.
12
I just.
50. How
Yeah.
fucking expensive are sandwiches when they're not on half price?
Oh, this is London. man.
It is London.
London prices. So I just give him a.
Okay, I know
Bunch of
what I need
cash.
to prepare for in August.
Yeah.
I think
It's gonna be more expensive than that. These days.
Realised. Real London
would you like
prices
to
are
donate
higher.
your change to charity, sir, or do you want that back?
No, I'll tell you back, thanks.
Okay, no worries. Yeah, your change back. Your order is number 18. If you'd like to just wait at the other end, we'll shout your number when you...
I think you're just making up numbers, Emily.
I am. I can't remember what I came back.
Between
I can't remember what I came back with.
17. I guess
Those
those
of you who
people
can afford the
I
coffee.
guess I'm 20.
And Brian, you come in. You join the queue. There's only one person between you and Doc. And Doc, it's your turn. Hello. How can I help you?
That's coming off.
Hello. I can't remember
Hello?
the sizes that you said.
Would you
There's
like?
I
little and there's big.
I would
Would you
more
want
than
the
likely know
menus
what.
behind? Would
It was
you,
the Grande, the Mega Grande, or the Ultra Mega Grande, I believe.
they're the large sizes. We have medium sizes and small sizes. 3 of each.
You know?
Okay.
We have a large, small, a small, or a medium, small.
Can I get the bath of coffee, please?
I just have a medium.
We also do
latte.
frappes, iced lattes. We do ice creams and hot chocolates.
And I have a bathtub. Gem isn't here.
You need 2 minutes.
You
need 2 minutes to look at the
Margaret's been
menus.
fucking gone by now.
No, I'll have a
Where is it again?
latte with hazelnut milk.
Latte with hazelnut milk. Is that soy hazelnut or just standard hazelnut?
I'm sorry, what?
It's our new combo.
Standard hazelnut, thank you.
Standard hazelnut milk latte.
Not free
Want any
hazelnut.
any extra espresso shots in that, ma'am?
No, thanks.
No. Would you like any of our beverages? Our meals, we've got sandwiches on half price. We also have got a 2-for-1 on the cookies.
I'll take the cookies. The
2-for-1 on the cookies.
yeah, macadamia
That's
nut.
fine. Okay, is that everything, ma'am?
Yes, thanks.
Okay, that'll be £17.80.
How much are these fucking cookies?
They're large cookies. They're like this big cookies.
If I could get 2 for 1, that's
Like
not
a
too bad.
£10 cookie.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Cash or card, ma'am?
Cash.
And would you like your change or would you like to donate it to the Children's Hospital charity?
I'll donate it.
Oh, thank you very much. We appreciate your contribution. And he just slides it into
That's
a
the
little
tip jar.
jar.
That's the tip jar.
Your order's number 22. If you just like to wait at the end, we'll shout you when your drink is ready. Enjoy your cookies.
Thank you. Did they even have a bag big enough to fit these fucking cookies in, or is it just carrying them on a
No,
tray?
they were pre-bagged. You've got a
The
little
bags
bag.
cost 5p each. That was in your. You have to pay for them as well.
Yeah, true.
And then
That's only if it was takeaway.
Yeah.
You're eating in.
and then Brian, the server looks at you. Hello, sir. How can I help you today?
I
Glass
did
of
not
water,
go into the
please.
line
Tap
because
water,
I
please.
remember this location. I just sit in the a little bit to the side. I keep an eye
Okay.
on the waiter, and as soon as he's not looking, I just telekinetically get a chocolate.
pinch-
Did you take up his usual place in the doorway?
I just do what I always do in this street.
I'm not sure whether you've done that cleverly or whether you just didn't want to have to go through making a nod.
It was a tactical thing.
It's something I did all my life, so I'm pretty handy in it.
Yeah, and you're all by this time. Pangolin, your number's been called. You've got your drink. Gun, yours comes, and then Doc a few moments later. And you just all scattered around the coffee shop. You're not all sitting with each other, are you? You're all in.
Let's sit down.
Yeah, I guess we're split up. It would have been a bit weird if we all came in individually and then all sat at the same table. That would have been weird.
It is normal for people to meet up at coffee shops. It's just
Not when
weird.
there was
like, it
two
was-
parts in the queue.
Yeah, it just seems that seems odd.
I mean, you're paying for yourself. It's not that odd.
Yeah, I'm grabbing
Yeah,
the
but you
newspaper
usually
off the.
come in at the same time. Like you wait outside for your friends.
No.
No,
It's up to you.
100%. No, I buy the drink, see the person in the queue, sort of wave at them, and then go sit down and wait for them to get their drink.
Yeah.
And you're all sat in this coffee shop, having your beverages and one of you's having, or two of you are having your snacks. One of you refused to buy anything. Doc, you're feeling rather happy about yourself. You donated to charity today.
Oh, I was thinking it was the big cookie, but yeah.
Well, that too. Yeah, that changed you up. And
Would you like to
I
donate
didn't
your
pay, but I did
£16
get something.
change to charity?
yeah, we don't tell you that, Doc. You remember that you handed over a £50 note.
That's just exudes. luxury.
Gun, Pangolin, and Doc. Can you make me a perception?
No. The only thing I can perceive is a terrible coffee. 19.
24.
Okay. Doc and Gun. You kind of sat there watching out when a young woman walks into the coffee shop. And you're looking at her. Can't help think very much like Margaret.
Ooh.
Did
The
we?
way she would think Margaret's daughter.
Did we get the card off Alex?
You have got the card that she sent to Sanctuary.
I guess I'll just watch her for a minute. See, obviously she's gonna order, and then
And she goes through and she comes out the queue with a bottle of water and sandwich.
I'll send a
And-
message to Igni in the van that looked like she's here.
I'll get the message, leave the van, lock it up, because I'm presuming the keys were left,
Yep.
and then I'll start making my way over. I'll have pushed the button before I got out the van on my one.
what hoodie were you wearing so we know it's you?
Igni has a a bluish hoodie.
Okay.
She doesn't know if that will actually show up though when she pushes
Yeah, I
the
just had
button.
that thought then. So I don't know because it projects the clothes as well. I mean, you know what we look like then, fine.
And Gun, he walks over to you, down next to you.
I kind of carry on looking, reading the paper.
Nice to finally meet you.
Yeah, you too.
Got my message?
That's why we're here.
Right. I notice your friends are here too.
Safety in numbers.
course. Is that your van outside?
It is.
Good. Can we talk in it?
Sure. One
Very well.
second. I'll quickly text a message to Igni. We're getting in the van.
And she just goes back to silence, sipping her water and eating her sandwich.
Okay.
Igni's too nervous, so she kind of doesn't realize she just got another message. She's trying to focus on, like, not looking out of place. She's never walked through London in the daytime.
Ooh, that's a good point.
Good choice, really.
Having finished the sandwich, she neatly folds the wrapper with all the crumbs on. Finishes the last bit of water, gets up, puts them in the bin, and walks out, heading towards the van.
Yeah. And I'll kind of just stick the paper down back on the table, get on the follow, and I kind of look across at the others, make eye contact with them all, and kind of gesture surreptitiously.
Yeah.
And you all, one at a time, kind of step up and leave.
Am I going to pass? Or am I going to get in the queue and then they'll leave?
The thing is, you know us, so you can like, oh, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then just like toddle out with somebody, I guess.
You also have the keys to the van, so you can't get in until I get back.
That's very true.
I reckon I can.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, me too.
We like the van.
Yeah, and Igni, you'll walk into the coffee shop when you see Gunn coming out.
Are you confused?
Yeah.
Gunn, you don't know who Igni.
No, I
You've
don't.
not seen
Yeah.
this form.
Yeah. Well, I'm probably kind of keeping an eye on
Yeah.
Margaret as well, to be honest.
And you see she's just gone round the side of the van, out of shot.
I'll just go over to Gunn and go, I thought we were in the meeting in the coffee shop.
Just message you.
What? I look at my phone. Oh, sorry, I... Alright.
She wants to speak in a van.
Does that mean I don't get to get a coffee or anything?
Yeah, I guess so.
I turn around and walk back.
Oh.
You hear the barista in the distance. We do orders to go.
Oh wait,
You'll never get to know what my order was.
Yeah.
wait, Igni, you want a coffee?
No, I hate coffee.
Chocolate
I'll
milk?
clear that up.
A
I'm
chocolate?
walking away. I'm walking
I
like
can get it for you.
faster. I'm walking faster
I
because I
haven't-
want to get back to the van.
Okay. Could have gotten it for you for free, but okay.
And as you get back to the van, Igni, you unlock it, and as you open the door, she's already sat in it.
How close to the door is she as I open it?
You see, she's like in the middle seat in the back.
Oh, so she's not like straight in striking distance.
No.
Igni opens the door, sees her, lets out a little scream, and then slams the door. And then turns around to Gunn, who is probably closest. She goes,
Yeah.
something in the van.
You locked it, right?
Yes.
I opened the door.
And you see Margaret sat with her legs crossed on her phone.
It's all right. It's Margaret.
How'd she get in the fucking van?
I don't know. Maybe yeah. Maybe you
Maybe I didn't lock
Did you
it.
press the button twice?
I think so.
Is she a
Yeah, you take the
teleporter?
keys.
I'll take the keys.
I'm gonna get back in the van. I guess I'll get in the van and sort of like stare at her weirdly. And then when the door's closed, I'll push the button and turn off the thing.
And you all get back to the van. And that's where we'll have a quick break.
Back in the van.
And you all make your way back to the van. You're all kind of clumbering.
Thump, thump, thump.
And young woman is staring at you all.
We're on a bit of a time limit here, so maybe you could just get to the point.
Where's the rest of you?
In the van.
Oh. What happened to the weird woman I thought about? One with the business cards?
Actually, it's actually right.
Yeah.
Busy.
Yeah.
Have a business.
We got separated at the minute. I think she might be doing something else. Was it her that you wanted to speak to?
Oh, she wanted to speak to me.
I think you've come to the wrong place.
Doubt it.
I
We're
mean,
all
she isn't
mutants,
here,
I
so
take.
No, she said she's not coming to this session.
Well, I guess I will be going then.
No, we want to know
well, it was shot.
about Thomas. I want to say his name is
Yeah, Thomas Booth.
Booth. I had back in
Yeah.
Oh,
Rumor has it that he's made quite a recovery from his fatal shooting.
my father is stubborn. Yeah.
Did you say he got shot in the head?
I think so.
It's
Was
but
it?
a flesh wound.
That's not news. I've been shot in the head.
Yeah, but
you can
that's
take
not much in your head,
that
is it?
explains a few things.
Wait, what?
Exactly.
It's okay, Franklin.
And a shot like that wouldn't kill. Not now, anyway.
I can't remember what powers did he show us. I can't remember.
I think he showed us.
He kind of made ice, didn't he, in his glass, or chilled his whiskey with his.
Yeah.
Oh, he was cool.
He was cool.
Really good.
How is that possible? I mean, he showed us that he gained some ability, but I didn't think he could avoid death.
Thomas has several.
Me too.
That was his job. He found a way to give somebody ability,
What?
and he refined quite well.
So did he manage to give specific abilities or just actually give people abilities?
He was able to produce serums that give specific ability.
Is he still working on these serums and research?
What my father fully researched. But I know he is still researching into mutant genes. Although I believe more of his time now is coming up to fight back again. And protecting those mutants once were part of Canada.
He can raise his hand.
Have a question? Need to go to...
Are you still in cover?
No, I turned it off after I got in the van.
Okay.
Do you know anything about the nuclear power stations that Kinetic owns?
Can't say I'm familiar with the details. I'm aware that they own two. Yeah.
Okay, that's not helpful. So you said you came here because Weeping Widow wanted to talk to you.
He
When
sent
did
a
she tell you
message.
that?
About a week or two ago. He left a message with one of my assistants.
I'll look at the ones who know Weeping Widow and just go, did she tell you that she arranged this meeting?
She did. Yeah, she did. Yes.
Yeah, because it was when she met the other one. Did she bring it up then, or did she text her?
I can't remember. I just got this. Yeah, can't remember. I have this vague memory of a wanting or trying to.
I can't remember why specifically.
Oh no.
She was hoping to get information on Ashford.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And she was,
So-
Me neither,
the
said Ange in chat.
Yeah. The Margaret that Ange was
That doesn't mean
introduced
anything.
basically said that she wasn't current Margaret, so she didn't know too or anything.
Oh, so this is
That
So they
was
would
right.
put,
That
they
was
would
it.
put her in
Yeah,
touch
that.
with the head Margaret.
Yeah, because we wanted to get to Thomas Booth, basically. Okay. Yeah, I think so. Okay, so we'll go back to ask her. It's like, do you know if we can get in touch with your father or meet him, perhaps?
Possibly. And oh, he's up in Scotland. One of our houses.
We know something is going to go down pretty soon, and it's going to hurt a lot of people. We need all the help we can get to go against kinetics.
Kinetics are
Yes.
What do you think they're going to do?
Oh, something with mass murdering.
We could tell her.
As you say this, she kind of pulls out a little notebook, starts flicking through the pages, and kind of hear the words that come out of her.
No. About it?
No bad what, sorry?
The Purge, apparently you call it.
Yes. But kinetics shouldn't be anywhere near ready for that.
And do you know what it is? What they're planning on doing?
My father, we have a good idea. My father, more than anyone, worked most of it out as he was the one unwillingly doing the They can't be ready yet. We believe the kinetics are intending to wipe out the vast majority. Given time, I believe they will wipe out the entirety.
Well, we think we know how they're going to do the majority. Any mutant that has been logged. And it's
Marked.
is the tattoos.
Tattoos?
Yes. There's something with the tattoos that they are going to use. And we heard... Where did we hear it? It was in the prison. Was it from the general? Or the other guy?
The captain.
Yeah, it was the warden guy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Vulnerable.
a captain within Kinetics let it slip that it'd be happening within 2 days.
Something must have happened to make them over the top.
It was the CEO actually, wasn't it? It
Was
was the CEO that told us. Yeah, because the captain
The
told us
person
it was 4
pretending
days
to be the E
time.
CEO.
Yeah, and then the hologram of the CEO told us it was. Yeah.
We didn't think that they were going to be doing the purge for several more months.
I mean, they tested it out in the prisons. Well, they tested the mass use of collars in the prisons.
This is new information.
Well, you know that they're not intending to kill all the mutants. They're trying to make them into a commodity.
Yeah.
Some, yes, but that's not their big plan. See,
You know what the big plan is? Because that sounded like a. That sounded like the big plan.
that's only the start of it.
You want to share with the
Kinetics-
class?
My father believes the kinetics are on track to monetizing.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what we were told.
My father was working with gate powers, which he was able to replicate from mutants that had been captured. The stronger the mutant, powerful their genes, more successful the transference power would be. Host. Basically altering their DNA on a strong mutant so that the person that gets the powers gets powers. We believe that genetics, let's just say, prices go up when things are rarer.
Yeah.
Kinetics intend to sell powers for use the way that they can be, generate a vast amount of money for business plan.
It's always about the money.
I'd take a look at Igni with a look as in, well, maybe she would know when. If you say I have the power, I'll try it now, and it look like that. And for the first time in my life, I'm trying to focus mind reading to see if she's telling the truth, if she isn't the mastermind of this, and just lying everything.
Roll me your gonna be a roll.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Roll me
Going to roll
your
a dice.
roll me your deception.
Deception.
Or
Hey,
or
Andy, we can see the
investigation.
name of all the
whichever's
bad
higher.
guys, by the way.
Oh. Investigation, may I reroll
Sorry.
then, or?
If your investigation is higher, yeah.
Yeah, it is higher,
Yeah,
definitely.
you can roll your investigation.
Roll a dice.
See, that's definitely higher.
Way higher. Yeah, you read her mind. She's definitely telling you the truth. There's no telltale, like, panic background thoughts or anything. No, she's telling you the truth.
Igni looks confused back at Brain, as she cannot understand what he's trying to portray in his strange facial expression right now. She just raises an eyebrow at you.
Does she has eyebrows?
She's got eyebrow.
Half charred.
She's immune to fire. They can't be charred.
Like challenge.
We believe that that's their intention. They have. My father believed they had some. Although he could never.
You think they've been testing a lot longer?
I think that recently they decided to stop so that they could get the mutants they were testing. A while ago, my father made the discovery that it needed to be strong mutant DNA to be significant enough so that he could extrapolate.
How? So what do you know of how some mutants are stronger? What do you know of that?
Well, not quite sure how mutants began, but passed on. And some generations can be dormant, some can be on.
Like vampires.
Sort of, yeah.
What?
But they're not for real. Unless your power
Vampires
is
and
to drain
mutants.
them.
But who was the first one then?
Dracula.
The
Not
first
vampire
mutant,
penguin.
Technically, it was Dracul. That was his father.
Right.
Vlad the
Oh.
Impaler, right?
I know you're gonna think this sounds stupid. My father believed Merlin.
No, it was a
He was a
wizard.
wizard.
Well,
Yes.
just think about it. Everything that we do not, when you're an ancient being with not a high intelligence, everything that you don't understand would be like
What?
magic.
Hey,
Like my power, floating things around, that would be like magic. I think it would be logical that it would be Merlin.
I mean,
Does Merlin date back far enough?
Middle Ages.
Who's in
I
that
mean,
movie?
we
Yes, he was.
we can trace mutants all the way back to
Okay.
although we are aware of a few, but
Oh, that's a long
it
time.
gets complicated.
Yes.
From what we know, there are two lines of. Don't know how much you know, but some
Not a
mutants
lot.
come from a future, but existed in the past,
What?
what?
and their line of blood is weaker. But those who come directly from the first line, more potent.
Huh.
We're not quite sure ourselves, but when we have tested mutant DNA, we can see there's a distinct two different types that we come across. One that's very young, and one that's very old. But the one that's very old,
I guess been watered down.
yes.
Oh.
Whereas the younger line that we have been able to identify is very potent.
So I wonder if the older line is from when what's his face went, back and then carried on. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No.
Whereas the other one might be from like the ones when they started becoming just mutants and they were just like there from the whole get-go. You get me?
I think so.
No.
Yeah, but that's not just one line. I mean, I suppose. Well, that's.
Well, no, because
it's multiple lines, but it's along the same lines.
that
of what
one,
you're saying.
he was only born a little while ago because he's currently in Kinetic. Yeah, he hasn't gone back yet.
No. That'll be a while, yeah.
But he could be the sort of the old line.
I think it is because he's not pure. His power is, I think, but he's not.
He's essentially an already started watered down version that went back and continued to have it watered down further, I guess.
Thing is when my father made this discovery, a few months later, when we had the ink, too coincidental. That's when Kinetics started building up, becoming more of an open company. Before then, they always played the shadow game.
They're trying to create powerful beings, and probably I'm guessing they're trying to decide what powers they want, they can create. Creating these things, for want of a better term, petri dishes. They're giving them to people to see what they do. And
So
what
have they been
want to do.
giving like children powers to be able to turn into mutants? Are they making? If you're saying there's two lines, are they making a third line then, of like humans turned into mutants?
Possible. My father helped create first genetics. Call it the first mutant who was not a mutant before. One where kinetics created them. This pretty much created like a third line, but the third line isn't heritable. It was a defect that father was told not to fix. We figured kinetics didn't want the genetic power to translate to other generation. It makes it easy to sell if you have to sell every time.
Yeah.
It's always about money.
Of course it is. This is why kinetics make it. We figured this was their long-time plan to make okay when they wiped them.
Yeah.
The only reason we mutants are dangerous is because they do things like this. So we protect ourselves.
I mean, it's not that I understand why some people think we're dangerous. Even we don't always have a handle on our powers.
I don't have to point out the obvious. The press stories of the bad mutant, they all came after kinetics were able to do their own. My father has been investigating. Of course, the biggest issue. Well, they aren't natural. Possibilities are all part of kinetic plan.
Our own PR system.
Sort of. Like I said, we knew this plan was coming, but I think they were ready. They're still searching for powers as far as we know. That's why rarer powers are being sought out more than ever. You see, once they do a purge, their access to powers would... They would only have what they were able to.
The problem we have is there was mention of Sanctuary. And obviously, there are not many, if any, in Sanctuary that have been registered. And if they know where that is, they know where to go. So if they purge everyone else, they know where they can get power.
I've heard stories of this. Never delved. I think my father... But if kinetics know where Sanctuary, that may be why they have stepped up their game. As far as I know, they never knew.
You had an insider in there.
Yeah.
Well, they may have more.
Then that explains why they have increased their time scale. They now know where they can get powers from. Wouldn't need allowing natural happen.
So you and your father, what could you offer us to help? Because we're planning to do something about this in the next couple of days before shit hits the fan. Like, we need to be in a kinetics facility. And we have ways to go potentially undetected. But we are going to just be out of our depth. You say your father worked for kinetics. Is there anything that we could... I mean, obviously, Gunn, you know a fair bit, but... Is there anything that you could offer that could help us if we get inside?
My father left kinetics 3 years ago. Still have a few access. I know he's still in their system. I know he still has limited access. They're fine. It's possible he does know the site that you're looking. His information on the side may be out of date.
If he knows which site it is, that helps us, because we don't know which one it is.
And we need to know.
All we know is it's a power plant.
A nuclear power plant.
Yeah. With mutants inside, with electrical abilities to power it.
I could get you in.
Please.
You got his number?
I have a locate.
Okay.
You have to understand, my father don't really talk to me. He talks to my sisters after him, but he doesn't like to directly. Family issue.
I feel like this goes above family issues, so I don't really give a shit if you're having beef with your dad when it's the entirety of my species on the line.
It's not just your life. And as she says that, she kind of pulls her shirt collar down, and she has a mark on her. My
Let
father
me guess.
tested on me.
Teleportation?
Not quite.
Yes.
But I was a subject of kinetics. I was one of their most interesting specimens. I'll give you his address, and that's about as much as I can do.
Anything right now helps. We honestly need all the help we can
Wait
get.
a minute, you said he was in Scotland. We haven't got time for that.
Afraid there's nothing else I can. He turns to
You
the
said
last
you can
page
get in
of it.
touch with him.
Turns a book to the last page and pulls it off, and on it isn't it.
Hmm.
I can get word to him, but he won't leave. Hiding.
And how would you be
he's-
getting word to him? Word of mouth?
With my
Just
sister.
tell people until he gets back to Scotland. So one of your sisters can communicate directly with him, yeah? So why can't we?
Because for me to contact him, I have to pass a message along through 7 of my sisters.
It's a very complicated line, Igni.
By the time that message gets to him, from now.
That is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
If it's a week, then it's too late.
He has all these in place to keep himself in hiding.
This address is a drop-off point. Helps. Any mutant that lands there will out for.
So from what I'm hearing, there's a chance that only 2 or 3 of us, I don't know how fast you can fly, Doc, sorry, could maybe get there in a reasonable time. Because I know I could probably get there today. But I
Me
don't
too.
really know this person, and I wouldn't know what to be saying or asking from him. But I could get him there and give him my phone and say, speak.
I might be able to fly and at least carry one of them. One of the non-flyers, but...
Yeah. It's whether it's
And
a viable thing.
no, not with my hands. That would be way too tiring.
If we all go to Scotland and then we talk to him and he doesn't know, we talk to him and he doesn't, and we find out it's back here, then we have to come all the way back here.
Yeah.
I can
We
fly
should
pretty
talk
fast.
to this fake name bloke first,
True.
because if he knows, we don't need to go to Scotland.
That's a couple of hours away. And a little
Hey,
bit
by the sound of
closer
it-
needs to go.
But coming here were useless, because the coffee were crap, and she didn't tell us anything.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Thomas isn't going anywhere by the sound of things.
Yeah. And maybe catch up with him afterwards.
Should we maybe kick this one out of the van and start driving up to Birmingham then?
Before you go, and I do wish I could have been more help, I thought you may want these. And she hands you a series of photos.
Okay.
These sexy photos.
Yes, lingerie.
Oh my.
In each of
That's
these
good in
photos,
lingerie.
yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's good in lingerie. Woo!
Thought you'd want these back.
Blackmail.
I'm done with these. Each of these photos is a picture of a painting, and
Oh.
one of these paintings, all of you. There's one for you, Gun, one for Pangolin, Doc, one for Gem, one for Weeping Widow, one for Brian, one for Igni,
Almost.
and a few others.
And you forgot who I hadn't listed.
And anyone else who I've not listed here today.
Redline and Maestro.
There's a stack of about
Didn't we already
50.
Didn't we already seen these paintings of some of these in the tower or in that building?
Did, yes.
That guy's blue.
That's
This
you.
is how
Oh.
they know. I would suggest that all of these are now compromised.
Are they all mutants that are not registered, so without a mark? Because
More than likely.
some of-
That's usually who they focus on the painting.
I have to say, I was pretty much compromised from the get-go because, you know,
You look like
I'm
a
red.
lizard.
thank you. That's not offensive at all.
Right.
How like how have they got our likeness? How
You have that guy who does the
have they-
paintings.
They have a mutant who paint when they are
Without-
searching for powers. They provide them with information of at the time.
So they have a mutant detector.
So
That's how kinetics have been able to reel in their targets so long.
So in these photos, like, I mean, I'm just assuming that you're passing these around. Sorry.
Yeah.
What kind of background? Like, I'll be looking at mine, but like, what kind of
So-
background?
Like when you look at yours, it's you in your apartment.
Oh damn. Okay. Does it say anywhere on the painting like what power it is, or is it literally just a picture of me in my apartment?
Just a picture of you in your.
Okay.
And the one that of me, is it a different one than I've seen in the
It
building?
is a different one.
A newer one or older one?
From what you can tell from the image, you're pretty certain that was you maybe like a day ago. Because it almost looks like a prison cell that you're in.
This picture's different than the one I saw in the building where we last were before we got in that prison.
Well, maybe you're his muse.
But like
Maybe
I
he just likes
said,
painting you.
paints them,
Maybe.
when
Wait.
he paints them, it locks your location, and that's usually about 12 hours.
Whereabouts in Scotland?
Are you looking at the address, or are you asking her?
Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the dress.
It looks like it's on the border to Scotland.
Okay.
Um,
Making sure I work it out.
how did you get these photos?
I told you, I have a few contacts that my sister. One of them is still at Kinetics.
Okay.
That's why I'm able to not be there myself.
Bought them off eBay.
See, I only have one power, but my father was able to clone me, and he was cloning. Or Kinetics shut it down.
Well, that makes sense.
Does this mean that your sisters aren't really your sisters but just clones?
Yes.
Do they
Each
show your
one-
work?
They look like me, but they're older. It was a defect of part of the cloning procedure. A lot older than I am. Almost half of their life has already been spent.
Are you the original?
Yes, I am.
Ah,
So, if you don't mind me asking, so what is your power?
He kind of just moves her hand in front of her, and you see it just almost ghostly goes through the chair in front.
I can do that.
That's how I escaped.
she's a ghost.
Spooky.
That's very impressive.
I don't want to have a ghost in the van.
Is it phase shifting or?
I don't quite know how to explain. My father told me that
Yes.
I'm able to turn my atoms into light particles.
That sounds like phase shifting. You know, like Vision or
Who?
or. You guys don't know Marvel?
That doesn't exist in this universe, my guy.
Doesn't it?
I was told off in like my first episode that Marvel doesn't exist in this universe.
And never told me.
Maybe
No
that's just
rules.
the voices in your head
Trust
again.
What's a Vision?
I mean, if it is a comic book,
Oh,
they
it's
haven't made the
Hollywood.
film yet. I'll give you that. I don't know, but I know I can basically phase any material.
Me too.
You don't fade through it, you go through it, you break it. There's a
Same
difference.
thing.
When you saying that there was somebody on your team, the quick one, she could do the same thing.
No, she was
Sort of.
fast.
Did you say she walked through a wall in like a weird safe thing at a party?
No, she was just fast.
Hey, just.
I think she went around it. It were open on both sides.
Alright, fair enough.
You said that's how you escape from kinetics.
Yes.
Was this before or after they installed these dampener walls?
I do apologize, I believe. When I escaped. But they focus more on their containment.
Do you know anything about the dampener walls?
No. Oh,
No.
sorry.
I know they were designed by one of their head technology, Dr. Hallemer.
One more time.
How they operate, or my father may have an idea.
Thinking about that, if we drive up to Birmingham, I reckon I could get there in like just under an hour. But I'd have to be flying, and I probably wouldn't want to do that in the daylight.
How fast do you fly?
250 miles an hour.
Wow.
I don't know how you operate, but know any other port?
The places I've been, yes.
Wait,
We know
he's from
Well,
Scotland.
Clearly, a lot of people forgot the last bit of the last episode.
Oh,
but
Rose.
sure.
Was it? No.
Oh, Rose, not Rose.
No, Rose.
I mean, hit a little flashback when you all escaped the prison. There was the mutant who.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Oh, yeah. That never
That one.
even.
Yeah, but the court told us everybody else might be a spy. We can't just
Yeah.
tell someone we're going to Scotland to find someone who's hidden.
Yeah.
And plus, he's not in the party.
No,
I also don't know his name.
I don't
He's
think
not
I ever
awful
gave you
guy.
his name.
Not in the trusted circle.
Awful guy.
I literally said I can get to this guy in an hour,
Yeah.
which is better than a week. And she's poo-pooing my idea.
I mean, she's not poo-poo. She's just kind of spitballing, but you know.
We could also go and talk to the guy with the fake name.
Yeah, I mean, either way, we still need to
Hey.
speak to the guy with the fake name.
You want to come to Birmingham with us?
Not really. No,
Okay,
have
get
my
out.
own business.
Alright, bye.
Especially if. Are you pushing her out? Is she still talking?
No, I just said that's who I'm staring at.
I'll just pick
Oh.
her up and shove her out the back of the van.
Oh,
Like,
Jesus.
politely, but I remove her from the van.
As you go
What
to
a time
grab her,
limit.
as you go to grab her though, your hands kind of just go through her.
Hang on, let me try that again. We're still on
I guess
time.
we could just start driving, where she'll stay here.
Thank you for your help too.
Right.
Please.
She-
You did say we're on the clock, and you're being very, very slow at explaining things.
I apologize for them.
I don't.
We're at war, and people are going to die in 2 days, so excuse us if we're a bit in a rush.
Doc, she hands you another slip of paper with a number. In case you need anything.
Would I have a business card from
phone?
Weeping Willow?
You probably still have one of Weeping Widows.
Do a trade.
Like,
This
you've
is
all got
Widow.
one of them.
It's someone else's business card.
I
You need
already
to
got,
reach me, phone them and ask for me.
I already have 2 of these.
Oh, I didn't know that she got them to you directly.
I think
I've
most of
got one of
London
them.
already has 2 of them.
I know.
I found one of them in Sanctuary.
I don't know if you noticed, but there was a pile of them in the coffee shop as well. At the counter.
Yeah.
Next
I
to
wouldn't
the
know, and
building
then we get to
with
go in the
cookies.
coffee shop.
Yeah.
This is my first time out in London. I didn't even get to get coffee.
But yeah, I think Widow's got an answering machine if we're not around. I don't know
Well,
if we're going to be in the middle of something to be able to answer a call, so that might be the best option.
my message got to you this morning, so I think I should be able to reach you.
How did it actually get to us?
Alex gave you
Alex?
the message.
No, like, how,
wrote it
did he
down.
say
You
how
never
he-
asked.
No. He just said it was left, and I was like, okay, and then that's normal. And now it's sunk in,
I think
about
he messaged.
2 hours later.
That's what the court's there for. He answers the phones for us.
Wait, where did you leave the message?
I left the message at a church. My
What
father
a weird
told
place to
me.
leave a message.
My father told me if ever I needed to get in contact with him, go to the.
Ah, yes, of course.
Well, if you don't need me, then I'll be off and.
Nope.
I wish
Oh, hang
you all
on,
the
I've got a
best.
question for you.
Oh, you who wanted me gone quickly.
Yeah,
Yes.
do you have any CDs with music on?
I don't. It 2019 heresy.
People with CD players.
People in Sanctuary?
People in Sanctuary with CD players.
No, but I believe there's a shop just around the corner that may sell them.
I mean, we're above ground, the radio will work.
Oh, yeah.
We'll only hear propaganda on that radio.
That's what music is.
Is that what you do in your
No.
window shop and have a propaganda?
What?
Wow.
Well, if you don't have anything else decent to say, I'll.
Nope. Bye.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
for
And she
coming
just
by.
gets up but walks through the door of the van without opening it.
Bet she's a great thief.
I just open the door and check if she's outside.
And you see her walking away into the crowd.
That was word.
I wince away from the door as Pangolin opens it.
Right. Let's go and talk to the guy with the fake name.
So, Birmingham?
I mean,
Sounds like a place with a fake name too.
We know Birmingham is a real place, Pangolin. Oh, sorry, Rhodes. Your Rhodes right now, yeah?
I'm still Pangolin.
Which name do you prefer?
Well, you already know I'm Pangolin, so
I
kind of
also,
ruins the point.
I mean, you also told me your name was Rhodes at one point, so
Pangolin.
That was someone else.
Rhodes is his disguise.
okay.
That was
Pangolin.
someone else.
The song's weird on the radio.
London techno stations.
Let's type the address in of the safe house on the sat nav. And let's go.
And yeah, you
That's my other
pull,
secret identity.
pull off the street. As you pull off, you do see coming round the corner a ticket inspector who kind of looks at your van as you drive away. And yeah, you drive on and you head to the safe house. And that's where we will leave part 1.